Benito Mussolini, the man who founded Italian Fascism and ruled Italy with an iron fist for over 2 decades. Once a school teacher and journalist, Mussolini transformed into one of the most notorious dictators of the 20th century. His vision of a new Roman Empire reshaped Italy politically, socially, and militarily, but at a devastating cost. In this video, we'll explore Mussolini's early life, rise to power, his reign over Italy, alliances with Hitler, and the ultimate fall of Il Duce. We'll also look at his lasting impact on modern politics and the lessons his rule left for the world. Benito Mussolini was born in 1883 in Predappio, Italy, into a working-class family. His father, a socialist, and his mother, a school teacher, gave him a mix of discipline and radical ideas. In his youth, Mussolini worked as a school teacher and became involved in socialist politics, writing articles and giving speeches. He moved to Switzerland to avoid military service, continuing his socialist activism while living in exile. However, World War I would change his outlook. Mussolini broke with socialism, advocating for Italy's entry into the war, which earned him fame as a nationalist. These early experiences shaped his later ideology, combining authoritarianism, nationalism, and charisma into a political force. After World War I, Italy was in chaos. Economic collapse, social unrest, and fears of communist revolution. Mussolini seized this moment, founding the Fasci Italiani di Combattimento in 1919, which later became the National Fascist Party. Using violence, propaganda, and mass rallies, he positioned himself as Italy's savior, promising order, strength, and national pride. The infamous March on Rome in 1922 forced King Victor Emmanuel III to appoint Mussolini as prime minister, marking the start of his dictatorship. Mussolini's rise was a combination of political cunning, media manipulation, and the exploitation of Italy's post-war instability. He became Il Duce, the leader who claimed to embody the will of the Italian people. Once in power, Mussolini quickly centralized authority, abolishing democracy and suppressing opposition. He created a corporate state, reorganizing the economy under state supervision while maintaining private ownership. Public works projects, such as the draining of the Pontine marshes, were celebrated as evidence of Mussolini's efficiency. Education and media were tightly controlled, promoting fascist ideology and loyalty to the state. At the same time, civil liberties were curtailed, political opponents were imprisoned or exiled, and secret police monitored citizens. Mussolini's rule combined modernization with oppression, creating a powerful yet brutal regime. Mussolini's foreign policy was ambitious and reckless. He sought to recreate a Roman-style empire. He invaded Ethiopia in 1935, gaining temporary prestige but drawing international condemnation. By the late 1930s, Mussolini allied with Adolf Hitler, signing the Pact of Steel and joining the Axis powers in World War II. Italian forces initially saw some success, but poor planning, low morale, and strong opposition led to repeated defeats. The alliance with Germany ultimately dragged Italy into a war it was unprepared for, exposing Mussolini's overreach and mismanagement. His decision to align with Hitler marked the beginning of the end for Il Duce's reign. By 1943, Italy was losing the war, and Mussolini's popularity had collapsed. The Grand Council of Fascism voted to remove him from power, and King Victor Emmanuel III had him arrested. He was rescued by German forces but led the short-lived Italian Social Republic in northern Italy. In 1945, as Allied forces advanced, Mussolini attempted to flee to Switzerland, but was captured by Italian partisans. He was executed on April 28, 1945, alongside his mistress Clara Petacci, and their bodies were displayed in Milan as a warning to fascists. Mussolini's dramatic fall symbolized the collapse of fascism in Italy and served as a cautionary tale for authoritarian leaders worldwide. Mussolini's influence extended beyond Italy. His ideas inspired other fascist movements worldwide. He demonstrated how charisma, propaganda, and fear can create a totalitarian regime, but also how such power can collapse under mismanagement and war. Today, Mussolini remains a controversial figure, a symbol of authoritarian ambition, and a warning of the dangers of unchecked power. His rule shows the importance of democracy, vigilance, and the protection of civil liberties. By studying Mussolini, historians and citizens alike can better understand how political extremism rises and falls. The story of Il Duce is a reminder that history often repeats itself unless we learn from the past. What do you think about Mussolini's rise and legacy? Could such a leader rise again in modern times? Comment your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into history.